Pierre Jean Robiquet by Byrne. Pierre Jean Robiquet was a French chemist who made many valuable discoveries that are still important today. He was born January 13th, 1780 in Rennes, France, and in those times much of chemistry was still unknown. Discoveries. In 1805, when Robiquet was just 25 years old, he aided fellow chemist Louis-Nicolas Vaquel in making a very important discovery. The two were working with asparagus juice when they discovered a crystallized white substance formed from the asparagus juice that they had never seen before. After 2 days of studying the substance, they were convinced it was a new discovery in chemistry, and it was. They called the substance asparagine because of the asparagus juice they used to find it. Asparagine will turn out to be one of the 22 amino acids that build up all living matter on Earth, and the very first amino acid to ever be discovered. Caffeine. In 1821, Robiquet was able to isolate caffeine. With the help of some of his fellow chemists, Robiquet discovered that caffeine contained some type of mood-altering effect that resulted from the large amount of caffeine in it. Although Robiquet was part of a team of chemists to discover caffeine, he was the only one to describe the properties of pure caffeine. Obviously today, caffeine in coffee is very important for many people to really wake up in the morning, so they can all thank Robiquet for that. Discovering dyes. In the 1820s, all dyes that were mainly used for coloring clothes and were very expensive and did not always work, or they'd fade over time. However, Robiquet fixed this problem in 1826 when he discovered two molecules found on madder roots that contained dye properties. One of these molecules was alizarin, which produced a bright red color, as seen on the picture in the top right corner. The second was purpurin, which produced a purple tint. These discoveries made dyeing clothes efficient and much less expensive for the future. Discovering codeine. In 1832, Robiquet made one of his biggest discoveries, codeine. Although it was a very complicated process, he was able to isolate codeine from opium, and codeine soon became its own popular medication. Nowadays, codeine is by far the most widely used opiate in the world and could possibly be the most used drug in the world. It is one of the most effective drugs and is reliable as well as safe. Robiquet, even at 50 years old, did not give up his love for chemistry. In 1830, Robiquet teamed up with chemist Antoine Boutron-Charlard and studied almonds. This led to the discovery of amygdalin, a drug that supposedly helps in cancer treatment, but is banned in the United States because of its deadly side effects. Praise. Robiquet was recognized by his contemporaries as an outstanding teacher, as well as one of the most eminent analytical and experimental chemists. He was described by chemist Robert Christison as a handsome, shapely Englishman with a sharp, lively, amiable expression. Conclusion. On April 29, 1840, Pierre Jean Robiquet died at the age of 60. He provided a big stepping stone for the future of chemistry because of his multiple discoveries and knack for teaching young students to be as successful as he was. Thank you for listening on my project on Pierre Jean Robiquet.